Hello everyone, Tommy J here, and welcome to Knights of the Frozen Throne. So in this video, we're going to be taking on the Lich King with this hunter deck right here. So, unfortunately, you can't actually make a basic hunter that can do this fight, because if I were to filter by basic, right there, and filter by spell, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. And that's it, which means 12 cards. And the Lich King's ability in this fight is that for each minion in your deck, he deals 2 damage to you, which means there'd be 18 minions, I'd take 36 damage, and I'd die instantly. So what I've done is I've included the things that truly are required, which are the double Vicious Fledgling, and then I've filled the deck with common spells. So I am going to call it what it is. This deck, to craft this exact deck, will cost you 760 dust. 560 of it is on commons that do not really matter. Having said that, a few of them are pretty good. Freezing Trap, On the Hunt, Deadly Shot. They are the very good commons. Those 3, if you have them, put them in. 100%. For the rest of them, it's not such a big deal. And honestly, you can replace them with any hunter spells you might have. Because the reality is they do not help protect your fledgling, so they do not have value. So the idea behind this fight is, unfortunately, or behind using this deck for this fight, is that you'll unfortunately need to mulligan a fair bit. Because if you don't get the card you want, which is the Vicious Fledgling, then, yeah, you sort of just can't win. It's not possible. Because there are no hunter spells that can prevent him playing his weapon and kill his board once he has played his weapon. Anyway, so what I like to do is, if I don't get my fledgling on turn 3, I just concede. But until then, I set up as if I knew I was getting my fledgling. So Skeletal Knight coming out, that's alright. It can't kill the fledgling. So what I'm going to do is just play Snipe. So whatever he plays this turn is dead. We got a Blood Razor, not bad. We could make some use of that. And we didn't get a fledgling. So, to be honest, I would recommend playing this fight a few times through if you haven't done it on other classes, just to get the hang of it. But if you don't get the fledgling, there really isn't much point continuing once you know what he can do. And yes, I do realize it is an absolute cop-out to say that, but the reality is that you really, really need to continue like that.
Looks like a plea for help.
Because otherwise you're just going to get frustrated. So, we started with a pretty damn great hand. The only way you could possibly make this better, I think, is to swap the Deadly Shot with a multi-shot. So, going to play the Snipe. He didn't play a turn 1 minion, which means he could potentially coin out a 3-4 this turn, which I hope he does. Perfect. Cold Wraith. So, let's get the fledgling. Now, once you get this to work, there is still a lot of RNG involved. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to have to Deadly Shot that. Kill commit. Better. So, there is still RNG involved. The RNG is what you get on this. There are 2 things you desperately need. Windfury is one of them. And the other is, it's called Viscous Membrane, I think? Something Membrane, anyway. And what it does is, it makes you immune to spells. So Windfury is always your first pick, because it means you can hit twice a turn. This doesn't help at all, so I'm just going to make it invisible. Then I think we just Arcane Shot, Grievous Bite to remove these from the board. We may as well Hero Power, because it's going to help out. Water Elemental coming out. We have a Deadly Shot for that. Skeletal Knight. Now that's a bit more of a risk now. We do have a multi-shot though, so I think we go for a hit, we see what we get, and then we decide. Windfury, perfect. So, the problem is, if it freezes me, it's then a problem. So what am I getting? I'm gonna go attack. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Perfect. Just so you know, my rationale behind that was, if I hit that, like, I can kill that either way. So really there's a... destroy minion. There's obliterate hitting when you've bloody... yeah, not got your spell immune. And you have to win this turn. So yeah. It's not super easy. It's definitely not easy. It's still an incredibly hard fight. This is just a strategy that can get it down.
Versus the Lich King.
Alrighty. So I might hold the tracking.
Begin. Is it
Actually no, I'll throw it away.
that drives you? I wonder.
Fledgling on the hunt. Not terrible. Could be better, but not terrible. Houndmaster. So, Freezing Trap. That's a good one. Drop that. It's going to provide a little bit of protection. And he's coining this out as well.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
So, play the Fledgling this turn. Next turn, I have the choice of a few different things, actually.
I will guide you.
Hopefully I get a deadly shot. Nope, Animal Companion. Too much of a risk to play the Companion. So we're gonna have to kill that.
Spirits, I will guide you.
And this time, I will play the Companion. Because I have a Mastiff if I need it. But I don't, thankfully. So let's hit that. Liquid Membrane, that's what we need. I think I said Viscous Membrane earlier. So, gonna use Deadly Shot on that. And gonna hit some face. Now all I need is Windfury. Yes, there we go. Now some plus attack, please. Not great. I'm gonna deal 1 damage, break his armor.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Alright, so I'm gonna multi-shot. And ideally it will hit these two. No. But it doesn't really matter. So, unfortunately, we haven't quite gotten what we needed. And we're 12 damage off. But it's not necessarily over. So let's keep going. So, all I need to do is clear his board, and then I'll be able to finish this. So... okay. He has 6, so really I need to reduce as many of these to nothing as I can. So let's first off use that. So now he's got 5. Secondly, that. It's 5. That. Now I unleash the hounds. I can kill command 1. And I can hit him for 2. There we go. So now it's just down to this final turn. My Exner coming out. Skeletal Knight. Awesome. That's game. That is game. So, Oh. Just give him Divine Shield. Give him a bit of everything. Awesome. Yeah, so this is how you go about it. As you can see, the spells honestly are not important. That's why I'm calling this the deck I am.
Champion! There must always be a Lich King.
He looks cool. He's hunting the souls. That's great. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, the spells that you include themselves aren't that important. To be honest, you're probably fairly safe if you want to sub in some other things as well, such as the Alleycat, or you could put in a Fiery Bat. It's probably not going to give you that much. A Jeweled Macaw. No, don't do that. Don't put a Jeweled Macaw in it. But yeah, a Crackling Razormaw would really help. So honestly, one change to the deck that you could make is putting in the Alleycat and the Crackling Razormaw, taking out a few of those spells, because as you saw, you can take a little bit more damage from that initial thing. I was just being super safe with it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Tommy J in Knights of the Frozen Throne with the Hunter against the Lich King. If you want to check out all of the other classes, they will be somewhere on my channel. And yeah, if you want some strategy, there will be a link down in the description. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good one.